Hey guys, welcome back to Phil Plays TCG, and today we are talking about Goku Black, one of my, if not my most anticipated leader of Set 1 Fusion World. We finally got all the cards revealed. Of course, they revealed the last SR, which was the Goku Black SR, which I had heard that card helps put the deck all together. And all I can say is, I think it does. So I finally can talk about this leader, and why I'm excited for it, and why this could be a really cool rogue leader into the format. So, first and foremost, if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 700 subs. I cannot tell you how appreciative I am of all the recent support we've gotten. It's been almost 3 weeks into the new year, and I'm already over 50 more subs. So, that's just wonderful. We started the year, I think, a couple days into the year at 600, and now we're a little over 650. So, once again, I really do appreciate it. But let's talk about Goku Black. So, Goku Black, one of the two blue leaders revealed in Set 1. On his front side, he does not draw you a card, but he does have the critical ability, which is really, really good to have on a leader. And his permanent is, during your turn, this card gets an additional 5,000 power. So, on your front side, you are a 20k critical leader, which your opponent's going to have to drop cards out of hand in order to protect themselves, or they're just going to lose cards from life and go to their trash. So, when he awakens, though, at 4 or less life, he awakens, draws 1 card, yada yada. The backside is where the real magic happens here. 20k body, when attacking, draw 1. His own special ability, though, is Activate Main. Once per turn, place 1 Zamasu card from your battle area at the bottom of your deck. During this turn, the next time you use and play a Goku Black from your hand, reduce the cost by 2. Also, if you hear little jingles, I think it is my laundry machine all done. So, its ability. As you will see from some of the cards that I am going to go over, we've got 3 Goku Black cards, 3 Zamasu cards. And I think all of them are really good in their own right. So basically, the whole point of this deck is to play your Zamasus, bounce them to play your Goku Blacks. A lot of other features of this deck include bouncing cards to the bottom of your opponent's deck, special abilities that trigger if you have 7 or less cards in your hand, which seems to be a overall blue style of play. A lot of blue cards have these text where if you have 7 or less cards in hand, you get this ability. So the deck does incentivize you to combo a lot, so you always keep your hand below 7. First of all, love the artwork of this card. This card looks beautiful front and back. Love it. Goku Black is one of my favorite characters, so being able to get a leader so soon right out the gate of this new game, and he seems pretty neat. The leader itself, his ability is just a way to help propel the deck forward. The leader is not amazing. It's just the cards that he has access to, I think, are amazing, which we're going to go into. So here we go. The extra cards. Extra cards are a huge thing in blue. I think blue has some of the best extra cards in the deck and in the game, and we're going to go over some main ones to look at. I know there's another one, Blade of Despair. I think the card's good. It probably could have replaced Sinister Shadows, in all honesty, but we're going to go over these things. So, Black Kamehameha. Activate battle during your opponent's turn. This is a 1-cost 20k boost. Then, you get to look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put them at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So, not only do you get essentially a super combo for 1, you get to prep the top 3 cards of your deck. If they're great, you can put them in any particular order. If they are not good, bottom deck them. Love it. Sinister Sickle is probably my favorite extra card so far in this game. It's a 3-cost. Activate main, choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 4 or less, and bottom deck them. And in this game, similar to One Piece, once a card's bottom deck, you're pretty much never going to get them back. Sinister Shadows is an interesting tech card, but I think it is not entirely the best choice for this deck. Maybe if you try to create a more offensive build of the deck, you could see some play there, but Once again, another 3-cost card. Activate main. If you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, choose up to one of your Goku Black battle cards and switch it to active mode. We're going to get to the battle cards in a second, where that could be a really neat ability. And of course, the 2 extra cards from the Vegeta Blue Starter deck, Gallic Gun and Final Flash, definitely have a good home here in the deck. Being able to get a 50k boost during battle, and then you draw 1 if you have 7 or less cards in hand. With Gallic Gun is great. And then Final Flash being able to essentially, if you have 7 cards or less in your hand, pay 1 to bottom deck a 5 cost or less on your opponent's board. You do have to discard 1, but once again, you want to keep your hand less than 7. These are pretty solid overall. Like I said, Sinister Shadows probably could have been replaced by Blade of Despair. Blade of Despair does allow you to, it's a 2-cost card. If you have a Zamasu card in play, it costs 1, but you get to bottom deck a 3 costs, I believe, or 2 3 costs. Not bad, though. Not bad at all. Sinister Sickle is fantastic for clearing boards, and Black Kamehameha is just a great defensive card. And then next we have the heavy hitters of the deck, the Goku Black cards. These are going to get, these are a lot of your aggression cards later in the game. First and foremost, we have a skillless Goku Black card with a cost of 4, 30,000 power. We have the 3-cost 20k Goku Black on play. If you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, draw 1. And then finally, the card we've been waiting for, the 6-cost 40k Goku Black SR. On play, add up to 1 card with a cost of 4 or less from your drop to your hand. And then when attacking, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 4 or less from your hand. Fantastic. So, right off the bat, when you look at the SR Goku Black, you see it's a 6-cost. 6 cost is a lot of energy to pay. Totally understandable. That's why, in this game, you have the Zamasu cards. You play a Zamasu, you can bottom deck it with your leader ability to play this Goku Black for 4. You play the Goku Black, you then get to grab either one of these 2 Goku Blacks from your drop, or it could be any card with a cost of 4 or less, but you typically want to grab the skillless Goku Black, this one right here. Basically, you grab that on play. Then, when you swing in for 40k, you get to play a free 30k beater, and you get to swing that in. Now, you can do this for a lot of skillless cards in general, but I can't think of too many skillless blue cards. But this is just the best one. So essentially, on play, you're getting this card back, and then you're swinging 40k, play this for free, swing 30k for 4. That's amazing. Worst case, you play a Zamasu card for 1. So overall, you pay 5 to do this, but it's still an amazing ability. So you can also think of it as play a Zamasu, bottom deck it. You get to play this skillless Goku Black for 2. You get to play this SR for 4. And you get to play this Goku Black for 1. And if you have 7 or less cards, you draw 1. So it replaces itself, and you have a 20k body on board. That's really cool. I was really hoping this SR would be like the thing that puts the deck together, and it really does. There's so much synergy with this leader, this card, with the leader and the other Goku Blacks. It's fantastic. I really do like this. Next, we're going to go over the Zamasu cards, which, as you can see here, there are 3 main Zamasu cards. I think only 3 in general. So they have 3 Goku Blacks, 3 Zamasu. Zamasu is going to be your support and your foundation of the deck. You have 1 skillless Zamasu, a 1-cost 15k body, which is good for aggression, just swinging 15k for 1. As you can see, all these Zamasus, not Goku Blacks, all these Zamasus cost 1. So very easy to get out with and then use them for your leader ability. This Zamasu is great to play on your turn 2. Your turn 1 going second. Choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 1 or less on play, and place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. Your opponent plays a 1-cost 15k body. Cool. You play this, you get to bounce it. There goes that early aggression. And then you have the 1-cost 10k Zamasu that if you have a Goku Black battle card in play, this card gains blocker. So, like I said, these go great with your leader because all of them cost 1. So, you play it for 1, bottom deck it, and then all of your other Goku Black cards cost 2. 2 less to play. So, yes, worst case, if you have to do it all in one turn, you're only really paying one less to play, but that can be the difference in a lot of games. Just having one less energy to play, or sorry, one less energy to pay to use some of these cards is really cool. Next, we're going to go over some of the support cards. And once again, these are just going to be under the support and foundation of the deck. First and foremost, let's talk about Bulma here. 1 cost, 5k. Activate main once per turn if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand. During this turn, the next time you use an extra card from your hand, reduce the cost of that card by 1 blue. So, basically, you play this during your turn. All of your blue extra cards now cost 1 less. This mainly is going to work with the Sinister Sickle. Oh man, oh my god, I forgot. Sinister Shadows, Blade of Despair, Galagun, not Galagun, sorry. Final Flash. Any blue extra that costs more than 1, you just get an automatic, cost 1 less, as long as you have 7 less cards in hand. This definitely was meant to be like with the Trunks deck, but it does have a place in the Goku Black deck, and I will be running a couple copies of this card because of that. Then, of course, we have Gawasu, Zamasu's mentor in the show. For 1, he is on play, look at the top 5. He searches for a Goku Black or a Zamasu and adds it to your hand. This is going to be your turn 1 or turn 2 play to try to find those Goku Black and Zamasu pieces. So you definitely be wanting to run 4 copies of this card in the deck. And then we have the other blue SR for this set. On play, Mai's, 1 cost 5k body. On play, add up to 2 cards from your life to your hand. This is going to be great for blue decks because we want to get to our backside as soon as possible. We want to awaken as quick as we can, and this is going to help us out with that and essentially give us 2 more cards in hand. And then once per turn, if you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, when an opponent's battle card is returned to their hand by one of your skills, draw 1. This is not going to be too big of a ability for Goku Black since he prefers to bottom deck things, but still being able to play this for 1 and allowing us to get those taking those cards from life to hand so we can awaken quicker and get to our backside is going to be really, really cool. But it does depend on the situation because, like I said, 20k crit is a really good ability, so use this sparingly depending on what deck you're playing. Next, I'm going to have some more support cards. Some of these are from set 1 and the starter deck. Essentially, these 3 cards are all going to be great in this deck. Pilaf is going to be a blue staple, I think, going forward because of the sole fact that he can infinitely loop himself. So, his ability is on play, he costs 1. On play, if you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, add up to 1 card with a cost of 1 or less, and the Earthling has Earthling in its special traits from your drop to your hand. Now, notice it does not say, you can't target Pilaf. So, the ability there is, as long as you have 2 Pilafs, 1 in your drop area, 1 in your hand, you can infinitely loop this. Play Pilaf, grab Pilaf from your drop, combo Pilaf for an extra 10k. Play the Pilaf you just got back from your trash. Grab the Pilaf you just comboed with. It is an infinite loop. It is so disgusting. Thank you, Giancarlo, for letting me know. I don't know why I didn't see this before, but it's so good. It just gives you more combo power and this, infinite loop. It does allow you to grab the Bulma and the Mai cards, but typically you're just going to be using it to recur itself. The 3-drop Gohan is so good from the starter deck. Being a 3 cost 20k, but if you have 7 or fewer cards at hand, he does become a 35k body. Great early pressure. And then, of course, Piccolo, a 3 cost 20k. On play, though, if you have 7 or fewer cards in hand, add up to 1 extra from your drop to your hand. So you can grab another Black Kamehameha, Sinister Sickle, Gallic Gun, Final Flash. All these cards, you can just recur again. It's awesome. I only run 2 copies of him in the deck I'm testing right now because you only really play him for his recursion ability. But yeah, these are some cards I think are going to be very much staples in the new Goku Black deck. I'm super excited to get testing with this leader now that I got the proxies printed out. and you should expect a couple games with Goku Black and Blue Future Trunks on the channel in the near future. But let me know what you guys think about Goku Black in the comments down below. What do you think of the deck, the cards in it? What do you think of the cards I've picked out? What leader are you most excited to play in the next, in the first set? And ooh, got a notification. But hey, thank you guys once again for checking this video. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button, because we're going to try to get to 700 subs. I'm hoping by the end of February. And until the next time, guys, take care.